Good evening, folks. And hello once again. It turns out I'm not dead. No, a lot of you thought that I have been dead, but I'm not. Turns out here things have just changed a bit. Some backgrounds changed a bit. Some things are going to be changing all the way around. Welcome to the very first show of Rigg. That's me.
And Matt.
That's right. And what is Rigg and Matt exactly? Well, it is whatever the fuck we want it to be. We're going to talk about whatever the fuck we want to. We're going to take deep cuts into music, movies, video games, pop culture, our underwear, to the skin. We're going to take deep cuts. First, a little order of business. Something I just want to get out of the way. To all those who used to follow with the Brothers and Shenanigans and whatnot, that is over. That is dead. That has changed. Matt and I considered doing Brothers Shenanigans, but we just felt it wouldn't be right. As you know, my co-host, John Hellfire, him and I have pretty much separated ways as far as working is concerned. Don't worry, our personal lives are good. He's still over with the other company, who will not be mentioned here.
I think that
and, it didn't end well, but hey, shit happens, and I'm glad to be away. So what is this going to be? Like I said, we're going to be talking music, movie, pop culture, video games, whatever the hell we want. We want you guys to interact, stuff like that. There's going to be a lot more comedy, too. We're able to do things that John and I couldn't do because we weren't close. And as you can see, Matt and I, we're close. We're real close. It's hot in this room. It is. There's not a lot of room.
Uncomfortably close.
Uncomfortably close. And that's what we want to be with you. Okay. So enough bullshit for now. Let's get down to it. First things first. First topic. Did you guys see that there were some new movie trailers that dropped yesterday?
I'm disappointed I haven't seen Halloween yet.
Okay, so we finally got the long-anticipated trailer for Candyman, and that looks great. I think it does.
I didn't even know that existed until right now.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
It's produced by the same guy who made Us and Get Out. It's not directed; it's produced, so he paid for it. It's directed by a young lady, and I can't.
I like those movies.
Yeah. So. But it has that same kind of feel, and it looks like it's going to take a modern take. If you know what Candyman is, it's going to incorporate a little bit of like the police brutality of today, which is going to be another reason that like Candyman needs to come back and give a little justice. Anyway, I'm for it. It's the type of thing I look forward to.
I think it's a classic movie. I've seen the original, I don't know, 100 times. A lot. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it would be terrible, and I would definitely give it a watch for sure. I think that it's like one of the cooler characters because it's not just hiding in a corner. He kind of is a badass motherfucker, I think. He's one of my favorite killers.
Yeah, it's definitely a great horror movie. And so I look forward to the new one. It was just the trailer, so I'm mentioning it. Go ahead and check it out. As a matter of fact, if you really want to check it out, you can check out a cool video if you don't want to just see it. Go to Video Creeps channel. Look that up. He does a review of his thoughts on the trailer. He goes kind of in depth on it. I'll let him be the one to walk you through that step by step. Let's see. Second, yesterday, Halloween's new trailer came out, and I couldn't have been more excited. We've all been waiting for this. COVID pushed it back, which really sucked. But here it is. We're finally here. COVID's going away for the most part. Most of us are vaccinated. And don't worry for everybody for flipping out. Matt and I are both vaccinated. He got a shot for the chicken pox.
I really liked the newest Halloween.
Mhm.
I thought that it was a cool direction, and I haven't seen the trailer either for the new one, but it's going to be great because I think that the take is completely different, almost, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, so what I saw the new trailer. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's pretty fucking brutal. The trailer's brutal, so I'm sure the movie will be. I don't want to spoil it for any of you if you haven't seen it. I want you to see it. We were commenting on the last Halloween that was released, and that movie was brutal. I mean, it's hard to make a decent sequel. It really is. I think what really helped this one is John Carpenter took the wheel again and was like, we're just going to, we're going to do it and do it right.
And I think that it wasn't just a recycled kind of formula for a horror movie either.
So Matt's not really that tall in life. He's sitting on a broom handle. So, So anyway,
special effects.
Enough about that. Some new things coming out is Metallica is remastering their Black Album. I know some of you guys out there, you elitists, you just like, the Black Albums went to hell. Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else that chose to look past that and rock on with them like I did, like Matt did, like most people I know. Black Album is a badass album. Probably one of the ones that, I can't say it was my first. Master of Puppets was my first, but Black Album was definitely the first one that I owned. I had to borrow the Master of Puppets from my aunt.
Black Album was the first one I owned, and it was my complete introduction to Metallica. I knew about them, but that was it. So that kind of introduced me to metal. I mean, I listened to Black Sabbath by then, but I would totally buy the remaster, and I think it's really cool that they're having artists do their interpretations, because why do you want to hear the same, version? I mean, it's cool when people do a direct cover, but bands that you wouldn't expect playing Metallica covers, I think that's really cool.
Agreed. I'm with him. As he was mentioning, not only is it coming out on like the vinyl, which is probably how the both of us are going to get it. It's a 2-disc vinyl, which I'm really looking forward to. It's completely remastered. So I already thought it sounded pretty good. So I'm excited to see what they did. But I thought the same thing for Reinventing the Steel. And when they just remastered that last year, it was phenomenal. Yeah. There's some added guitar solos and stuff that weren't in the original. So I definitely see a reason to remaster, and I definitely see the quality and the draw and the need to do it and to remaster it and get it out there.
Well, and then equipment has evolved since, the Black Album. Black Album came out in, 92?
Something like that. I can tell you what, it was all over, like Enter Sandman and Savage Troop.
Look at what we have now.
8 MTV. Oh, yeah.
They could probably fine-tune it in a more significant way. And I think if Metallica's for it and is deciding and saying they think it's better, who would know better than Metallica?
Agreed. Who would know better than Metallica? And as my friend here mentioned, there is going to be like a secondary album that's going to be released. I don't know if it comes with it or if you buy it separately, but it's
whatever.
A bunch of covers and by bands that you wouldn't expect. Now everybody is covering songs off the Black Album, and it's not just like 12 covers. It's like 30 or 50 or something like that. I don't know.
40.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so there's multiple versions of songs because people are doing it in different contexts and in their style. And it's not who you'd expect. It's not Megadeth covering Metallica and White Zombie covering Metallica or, whatever. No, it's like Weezer. Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, and Weezer.
and Cage the Elephant.
I like Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, me too. So that's going to be kind of unique, and I can't wait to kind of hear it. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Oh, Matt and I are going to be taking a balls deep dive into the new Fear Factory album. That's happening. You will get that. I'm going to figure out how to do it. We're probably going to go song by song using YouTube, kind of do our reaction and our critique and review all at the same time. That's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be, well over an hour of entertainment. But a short synopsis, just real quick. New Fear Factory came out. Phenomenal.
I've only listened to it about 1.5 times, but so far I would definitely say that it's up there with my favorite. That Obsolete and Demanufacture are kind of my favorites.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, I would have to go with Demanufacture, Obsolete, probably Digimortal, and this one.
I think this smokes Digimortal.
Well, I know a lot of people write off Digimortal. I liked how it went a little
terrible.
softer, and it's actually more of industrial. It's more of an industrial album than the other offerings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What else has happened while we were gone? Well, a little thing called E3 happened, and they showcased a bunch of stuff. I know a lot of babies are whining. It didn't have everything you wanted, and hey, we're coming off of a pandemic year. People weren't allowed in offices. People weren't allowed to create things. People are working from homes. You knew it was going to be kind of a shit show, but I appreciate that they put something together and gave us something to talk about. And of course, being an Xbox owner and a PS5 owner, a PS4 owner, sorry, PS4, and Matt here is a Switch owner who I just recently had some fun on. There were some nice offerings. That new space game, it reminded me of Outer Worlds. I forget the name of it now. But Xbox has a fair amount of games coming out, and I liked how they're all coming to Game Pass on day one once again. And that Forza looked pretty sweet.
Forza is a very good driving game. I don't really play driving games, but when I do, I've always thought that they were like exceptional.
It looked like that other game that they were showing off that had like a BMX, extreme sports type of thing.
Where all the X Games came.
Yeah, Forza was going that same route where no holds barred, man. Do whatever you want. Drive a Jeep through the woods or whatever.
That Xbox game is really cool because you can play multiple people at the same time, and you can crash into your friends, and it's bikes, and it's
what was it? It was snowboards. It was fucking. Right. It was ridiculous. It was everything. Bicycles. There was people on fucking
all racing segways, time, jumping over each other like it's chaos.
You jump out of your car and land in a helicopter, fly away. Whatever. Yeah. I can't wait for that type of shit. That's great. We had some Call of Duty upgrades that came out. The Dead by Daylight. With Call of Duty, before I get off it, it's in season 4 now.
Yeah, season 4. I played it so far. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty good. Outbreak, they've definitely made it more of a challenge and added some more things to do. I played it solo because my internet connection's kind of crap, and because your buddy Rigg has moved. I am no longer in the heart of Illinois and Springfield. I've moved back to a little south of Chi.
I think that Outbreak is a very good option for Call of Duty. It's not just the same thing, and I like the original Zombies, but they still have a mode like that if you haven't played Outbreak.
Yeah,
but Outbreak is more. The games can last longer, and you have to strategize more to stay alive, I think.
Sure. Yeah, and I with the shitty internet playing Outbreak solo, I had a blast. No, yeah. I did really cut all the lag out. I was just having fun. Let's see what else. We got that update to Dead by Daylight with the Resident Evil characters, awesome. Which includes Nemesis, Leon, Chris, Claire, Jill, and
I'm a longtime Resident Evil fan, and I think that was a really excellent addition because they have some really unique traits. Like going in a locker and then coming out with a flash bomb.
Yeah,
that's a.
Yeah. Also, I like how you can put a trap on the generator if Nemesis kicks, or the killer anyway. They get stunned.
I'm terrible at generators, so anything I can do to.
Also, this is true. Also, zombies in the map all over. So just when you think you're safe, the killer's nowhere near you. Boom, a zombie comes around the corner, and you take a hit.
Sit there and weave around the generator.
You got to stop doing the generator. Sometimes the zombies give you a little bit more pressure than Nemesis does. The Resident Evil 2 map, gorgeous, and it is a 1-for-1 almost of the Raccoon City Police Department. And if you're a Resident Evil nut like I am, it feels great to be able to freely roam through there. Sure, you played the game and you had to stay on rails and you've been through it, but it was neat to run all through it. And kind of gave me an advantage, honestly, being Nemesis, killing people.
I haven't played as I was just going to say, I haven't played as Nemesis, but I've gotten my ass kicked by Nemesis.
Yeah, he's got some good powers. Let's see. What else has come up on this time while we were away? They announced a new Fallout. England, right? London? New Fallout London. That's going to be fucking phenomenal. It looks like what's the company that makes Fallout? Bethesda. Thank you. Bethesda has pretty much gave the middle finger to PlayStation. Sorry, PlayStation guys. I'm not making the argument that Xbox is better. I'm just saying it sucks you guys. Actually, I'm saying the opposite. Sucks you guys got cornered out of the market. You're not going to get this offering, and that blows.
Yeah, I think that was a dumb move in a way. I feel like with something as big as Fallout, you're kind of excluding a whole
platform to make money off of. And that just goes to show you how much money Xbox really has. They're able to pay them, compensate them enough that, like, you won't need PlayStation. We got you faded here. Here's that money, baby.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, sure. And they don't care. As long as they get the money, they don't really care about you.
If you had both systems, maybe getting it stuff ahead of time, but I don't know. Fallout is a pretty huge franchise.
Yeah, it is. It is. Another big game that was kind of a sleeper. I didn't hear many people talking about it. Fatal Frame. They're bringing the HD remaster to Switch.
I love Switch, and I think Fatal Frame would be. I never played it, but
oh, okay. Okay. So it's like Resident Evil in the way of it's a survival horror, except that for a gun, you have a camera, and you can't see ghosts. Ghosts are your enemies, not zombies. And you can't see them unless you have your camera going. And you take pictures of them, and it steals little bits of their soul, and that's what makes them stop. It is It doesn't sound very scary, but I assure you, you're going to jump, and a lot. It's one of those ones that had the the shit stain in your underwear when you were younger, with ease. Definitely equally, if not more scary than Resident Evil, may I say.
I think that if you don't own a Switch, there's a lot of unique experiences, and I think with the mobility of that. I think that would be interesting with the camera idea that you're saying.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what all. They only gave like a small quick little glimpse, a little wink, and then moved on. Same thing they did with.
They did talk about the golf game, and I know you don't play golf games, but the new Mario golf game looks amazing. And I wish we would have heard something about a new Switch because I'm really excited for that. I mean, I have an original Switch. I'm going to get both.
Sure.
But for someone like yourself who doesn't even have a Switch, this would be a great time to jump into it, especially with the new Pro Edition.
Sure, agreed. Absolutely agreed. It's a missed opportunity, that's for sure.
But sorry.
I was going to say I'm one of those people that have been waiting this whole time to have the Switch release that Pro because that's the one I want to get. I mean, obviously being a gaming nut, I always like to get the big Pro version, whatever it is, because it costs an arm and a leg anyway. I would like to do it where, it's a one-time purchase, and I got the best one going forward.
Kind of like getting the new Xbox, the top one versus the S.
In my opinion, there's no reason to buy the S. I don't know why folks are, but
I wouldn't do it. I would just go ahead and get the big one.
The X, absolutely. Absolutely.
You have more processing power, and why not?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, let's see. All that's went on. Matt and I here, as we like to speak about anything, we are currently working on a lot of stuff, and we got some stuff coming up for you. Sorry it took so long to get this going. Like I said, we've been dealing with internet issues and moving and what else? Let's see. Any of you that know me personally, I'm not going to get into depths, but my son was ill for an entire month. It's been crazy. It's been a spinning wheel, and finally it looks like we were able to get off, and I'm glad to be here. But anyway, we've got some comedy stuff coming up. You're going to get bombarded. It's not just going to be these 1-hour shows. We got a whole collection of material that'll be coming to you. New music for sure. As a matter of fact, we were just working on stuff today. What was it? Four tracks we have, including your intros and all that. We're going to have all the cool intros before this is the show and all that crap. We don't have it yet, but we will. It's coming. It sucks to start over again, but it's also kind of exciting to start over again, to be honest, because you do it a little bit differently. I'll take all the things that I've learned from the past and move forward and give it my best here. And, once again, if there's anything any of you would like to hear us talk about or join in on the conversation, you absolutely can. And we would love to hear from you. Let's see. What else is coming up? We're going to have some different guests on and stuff like that, too. Some different partnerships. There's a lot of things coming on. There's obviously got to be all new merch and all that good stuff, logos. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about just going downtown, putting a can on the corner, start asking for donations, stuff like that. Let's see. Is that pretty much it? Other than that, Coming to Chicagoland area, if you're in this area, we so many shows where we're attending. We're going to Knotfest, which is Slipknot, Killswitch Engage, Code Orange, and 33.
No, Fever 333.
Fever 333. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that.
I've never heard, but Code Orange is amazing, and Killswitch is great, and Killswitch is amazing live.
Amazing live.
And I saw Slipknot with you, and I haven't seen them since they first came out, so it would be cool to see them.
They have always been nuts live. They never seem to disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited for that. We're going to see
Ministry.
We were
supposed to see with KMFDM, but visas and the pandemic, so they couldn't get into the country or leave their country, unfortunately.
Right.
But at Frontline Assembly, I've been waiting to see Frontline Assembly for a very long time.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting show. It's going to be at the Riviera, which is a very small club. You still actually can get tickets. They're sold out, but there's like guys selling them secondhand, and it's under $100. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
I've never seen Ministry, so this will be a good thing, and they're kind of celebrating Mine Is a Terrible Thing to Taste.
Oh, yeah, right, which is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
Great album to do a tour on. Let's see. We've got Seven Dust coming up in Chicago, something you want to keep an eye on. That's going to be a big show out at the Forge in Joliet. And also there is King 810. We're also attending that. And we're also going to be attending Ice Nine Kills. Just got those tickets today. So what does this all mean to you? Well, if you're in the Chicagoland area, hey, get tickets. Come hang out with us. We'll see you there. If you can't come hang out with us, no worries. I think Matt and I are going to be doing full reviews of the show, sharing some photos, maybe even some live footage if we can. Whenever a band invites us to do a live stream, we do. As you saw, we went to go see Hellbilly Deluxe. Our good buddy Will out there. And we streamed the whole show. We want to thank them once again for having us out. Had a blast in the middle of all this turmoil and all that. Let's see. I think that just about wraps it up on all things pop culture, pop news. If you're in the state of Illinois, here's a little tidbit. There's a law passing on July 1st that if you get a ticket now for like a moving violation or a parking ticket and you don't pay it, they don't revoke your license anymore. Which is pretty good. Yeah, it's a part of the whole reform. So I think that makes sense to me, right? Most of the people who have parking tickets, stuff like that, really can't afford them, and taking away their ability to go work and pay for it. Might forget that they had a ticket, and then suddenly they get a letter that, like, this never happened to me, but that could happen. Mm-hmm. You know, get your license taken away over forgetting a parking ticket. Forgotten parking ticket. For sure. Yeah. Other than that, we're going to be gearing up for some newer stuff to come your way. As far as obviously, since I'm no longer with the other company, we won't be supporting any of their stuff. But I do want to show a little love to the Midwest Slaughterfest that's going to be happening, and the Days of the Dead as well. Now that's going to be cool. It's got all the same people I was repping plus more. That's going to be happening in Chicago, and I think there's going to be a special announcement. I don't want to say anything. I can't say anything about Matt and I and our attendance there. Horror Fest are always going to be awesome. And, I'm a huge horror fan. Mm-hmm. So we appreciate you coming out. We just wanted to take a moment out of our day to take a moment out of your day and say hello and let you know that we're alive and let you see our new faces and old faces and new places. Let you know what's coming down the pipeline. I'm not too sure yet if this will be a weekly show or if 1 week we'll do, longer shows and then we do deep dives into things, like I said, we're the bosses here, and we decide what the hell we're going to do. So, but there will be more comedy and shorts and stuff like that. You can check us out on TikTok. We're out there doing stupid shit. You should check out some of the videos Matt's in. You also can check us out on all of the socials, Facebook and Instagram and Only Me and Pornhub and Pornhub. Yeah, I like to go on there and express my political opinions on videos. Very interesting discussions, yes. Yeah, you go to like, I don't know, some hot video, like, big chick, chick with big dicks or whatever, and then you're like, yeah, there's a lot of good fucking in this video, but have you guys seen the numbers on Biden's election? Try your best to kill everybody's boner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all we wanted. We just wanted to stop in on your Friday night. We're hoping you're having a great weekend. We'll see you out and about in Chicago if you're in the area. Make sure to reach out to us on the socials. And that's about it for now. Do you have anything else you want to add, Matt?
I'm just really excited for this Fear Factory that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, look forward to that sometime very soon. An in-depth dive into the album as we review it, and that'll be the first of many. I assure you, we're gonna tear music apart like rotisserie chicken. Yeah, that's happening. All right, until next time, try your best to be nice to each other and be kind. Right? All right,
Yep.
We'll see you
Later.
Hail Satan.